Date everything!
The attic is dark and cold. That's to be expected. What you don't expect, however, is that Bobby has company before you get here. Then again, it might be more accurate to say that Bobby's company has them.
Listen here, you little worm. You think you can just slither into my attic and start helping yourself to my real estate?
No,
No, mistress.
No, mistress.
No, you spineless, pathetic little pin. Nothing happens in this attic without my say-so. You understand? You will not be playing pretend gangster in here without my express permission, you sniveling, lowly little maggot.
The safe casts her steely gaze towards you, and you could swear the room has gotten 10 degrees colder.
Another uninvited guest. Why don't you go explain to them that you will not be conducting your business here?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, Pin. Don't disturb me again, or I'll have to punish the both of you. And it won't be the fun sort of punishment.
In the middle distance, a confused sound comes from a new, moneyed object.
What now?
Nobody you need to worry about, my angel of accounting. No one of worth or consequence.
Oh, I see.
Bobby lowers their voice, doing their best to appear entirely unbothered by the conversation you just witnessed. They try to strike a casual pose, leaning one arm against the wall, but they accidentally hit a spiderweb and shriek.
Goddamn!
They look back towards Sophia and lower their voice again.
Welcome to the attic. Potential future site of the Pin criminal empire. What? By that stuffy old safe? I ain't scared of her. It's just cold up here, okay? I am not scared! But just to be sure, let's see how this scam strikes you. I call this one Scared Broke. So check it out. You bring our potential suckers up here to the attic. They think they're gonna have a meeting with me, the big boss. We keep them waiting a while, a good 20 minutes or something, and you keep reassuring them I'm coming. I sneak up on them, scare the shit out of them. They drop all their money and valuables, as one does when scared shitless. We pick it all up and get rich. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Damn, I never thought about that. Guess that's not gonna work, is it?
Bobby looks around the room, as though desperately trying to source some inspiration from somewhere. They fold their arms over their body, trying to keep warm while still trying to look effortlessly cool. The result is less than convincing.
Well, look. Maybe this time you come up with a scheme for us. Huh, recruit? Wow, I love the way you think. Huge brain moves here.
At the very mention of breaking into the safe, Sophia barges in.
Ugh.
Her very presence blazes through the little pin. She needs not even open her mouth. It's clear from her demeanor that she's saying, "Get out of my attic before I have you flayed, you wretched, unworthy cretins."
Yikes! I'm out of here!
Bobby calls over their shoulder as they disappear down the stairs.
You can find me where the magic happens, baby! A den of sin and rest in equal measure!
Sophia's gaze is normally fairly stern, but the look she gives you now is downright intimidating.
Take care of her, wretch. She is a predictable sort. Sheltered. You would do well to treat her with more of the same.
With Sophia gone, you finally have a chance to get a proper look at your money. And to your surprise, it seems that she's evaluating you just the same way.
She's beautiful, but she has her own sort of intimidating air. The way Sophia protects her, you'd expect her to be a meek little thing, but she has the air of an accountant preparing to lecture you about your irresponsible spending.
Huh. Uh-oh. How much do you need? There's no time for pleasantries if you have come to me. How bad is it? What is the financial crisis? Were you recently laid off? Any bills with accruing interest left unpaid? Did you overextend monetary aid to a relative, friend, or an unpromising lover? Duly noted. Then why are you here? Your name? Interesting. Duly noted. I am Monique. As you already know, I am responsible for saving you when you screw up. Please refrain from speaking to me unless you are in dire need of accessing your emergency funds. No, I am busy. As I sit here in my safe, my value remains unchanged, save for the rigors of inflation. Leave me to the vagaries of the free market? That would be very dangerous. The quantity of me here constitutes your entire savings, which you should consider as a short-term emergency fund. As you are presumably still getting paid from your employer, you should only consider investing once there are 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved here. Leaving this safe is unthinkable. Do you understand? I am now stating that any advice and counsel from me is of my own opinion and not of a professional's. Now, to proceed with your question. Depending on your lifestyle and goals, adjust your personal spending to a minimum. Let's say about 10% or less of your paycheck. Then, after paying the necessities like rent and utilities, see what remains and save accordingly. Also, get fewer home deliveries. The extra fees add up to a substantial amount. You can find more in this simple budget spreadsheet I've put together. I must go now. Goodbye.
You again? I wanted to ask if you'd help me in a little thought experiment. I've been doing some thinking, and I want your opinion. It's always a real thing, and you are just easy to make fun of. You know how there have been children playing across the street with their parents? I've been wondering, do you think I'd be good with kids? I am aware of what I said. But watching the kids play outside was eye-opening for me. Seeing them have fun gave me sort of a rush. They were having such a great time, I couldn't help but wonder what it would be like to have one around all the time. So, me as a parent to a baby pain, what do you think? Really? That's surprising to me. I appreciate you answering the question. I asked Rod and he just avoided the question with jokes. Either way, I don't think it's gonna happen. You've given me something to think about, though. That's the goal of thought experiments, isn't it? I'm gonna clean my smudges and consider what you said. I'll see you around.
You'd hoped you'd meet your refrigerator, but it seems he's already busy with another guest.
Freddy, this is all rather dull.
How can you say that when you haven't heard the coolest part?
Regale me.
The point in which gelatin goes from a liquid to a solid. Can you guess the temperature?
Certainly.
Go on. Guess for me.
I do not guess. Perhaps the human would like to essay an attempt.
Wow! How did you know?
Oh, look at the time. I must be on my way to a more interesting conversation.
Now alone, the massive Yeti turns his attention to you. You want to speak to him, but it takes you a few moments to process what you're seeing. Yep, that is indeed a Yeti. Massive, furry, and decked out in his finest winter wear.
Huh. He ran like he didn't want to be here or something. But you, with the answers and the listening, that can only mean one thing. Well, yeah, but not in an official kind of way. It's that with you standing in the kitchen, I'm no longer the coolest thing in here. Canned, creamed, or fritters? But really, to what does old Freddy here owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh, did you make another order to food fetch? What did you get this time? Did you order sushi? Oh, I love it when you get those little rolls that you have the tiny bubbles on top. No, wait, you know what we haven't had in a while? Burritos. But you might want to hold back on the beans because, well, you know why. Farts? Sorry, I know that's not the best thing to talk about, but I'm just giving you bean consumption tips. So what are you doing here now? Oh, don't tell me. Let me guess. Are you feeling fancy today? You look fancy, cool kid. I bet you're feeling fancy. I got it. You ordered my favorite. That duck from the one place that I can never pronounce. I love duck. Rebel? Oh, that thing scares me. A burger? Chicken tenders? Empanadas? Oh, I love when you use food fetch. The possibilities are endless. As endless as they can be within a 10-mile radius. Oh, why didn't you say so? You hungry? What can we get you? We've got those leftovers from that Tie Me to the Moon place, the slice of cake from I Like Big Bunts, or the pizza from Pie on Life. Which will it be? Yummy! I like big bunts and I cannot lie. I'm still surprised that you had the willpower to save this thing. This peaches and cream bunt cake is just bursting with flavor. No peach flavoring here, cool kid. They use the real stuff. I did try it out a bit as I held it for you. Easy fix, though. Get 2 paper towels, kinda moist, put one under the slice and one over it, then slide it into the microwave. Trust me, just for like 20 seconds or so, kapow! A bunt so fluffy, you can't help but take a bite. Next time you're feeling peckish, you know where to find me, cool kid. I'll be here waiting.
What? Emergency! I've got to save us! We're not safe! Please! We're not safe!
You snake your arm around Armor's back, your fingers finding the battery hatch and popping it open with a speed that surprises even you. You yank the battery out, clutching it tightly in your fist as you pull away from her. Armor falls silent, her eyes glassy and dull.
Armor jerks to life, full of energy and vigor. It's as if she never left.
Zap. Whoa. Hello? That was weird. Why? Was something wrong? Well, no matter. I feel great. Super refreshed. I'm gonna get back to work. Come around anytime if you want to hang out.
Hello. Sorry for any confusion. I'm currently working my day job at all 5 restaurants and bars in the house. It's hard being an actor.
Jeremy, this ice isn't gonna cube itself.
Coming! Stop by for another night of some theater.
Ah, you. You have been awfully rude. Trust me, everyone knows about that now. Everybody. And you return. Like me, your curiosity for scandal keeps you coming back for more. So, I will allow you another chance. Would you like to hear the latest gossip? An ending? You want to kill me? Aghast! Alarm! Guards! Guards?
0 guards answer Scandalabra's summons.
Ah, there are no guards. Well, I must say, though my life is at an end, it will have been for the most salacious scandal I've ever heard. I'd always hoped that my demise would make the others rather cross. Yet there is nary a pip out of the place. But do give this antique one last wish before I go. Why have you done this? To avenge a lover? To steal my pure silver? Or is it mere sport? Just choosing options? This is worst of all. The romance, the heartbreak, gone! I cannot even with this. Goodbye!
I got rammed by choosing options. It's basically the only way. Nope.
River is alone when you come to see her, for the first time since the two of you met this way. But that's not the only unusual thing here. There's something in the air you've not really sensed until now. She seems at ease, her body posture relaxed as she looks around the room. When she sees you, she smiles. You've never seen such a beatific expression on her face.
Oh, hey! I'm so glad you're here. I was just thinking about you. Oh, that's sweet. I just wanted to thank you for our conversation the other day. Nobody's ever really seen all of me, you know? It hurts to live it. I just thought I was protecting myself. There's so many different rivers. beyond even my different states. I just become whatever people want from me. Nobody's ever really known the real me. Some of them think they do, but they don't. I just thought, if I could just be my best self at all times, everyone would love me then. But it made me so sad and resentful. It's just so tiring performing all the time, I'm so sorry you had to do that. I wouldn't have guessed. You seem so comfortable being yourself. To some extent, this will always be me. Changing my state is out of my hands. It's who I am. But I don't have to change me. Does that make sense? I'm so glad you know what I mean. Yes, somebody might like some other version of me more. Sure, someone may need me in another state to get the job done. But all those states are still me. Liquid, solid, vapor, whatever. It's all still me. It's like the legend Aqua Khan once said, I'm every water. It's all in me. Aren't they?
She exhales, as if steadying herself.
Anyway, I don't think I could have had this breakthrough without you. You watched me question myself and everybody around me. I didn't even realize it at the time, but I really let you see the neediest, worst parts of me, and you didn't even care. I know you well, but you barely know me, and still, you let me be me.
Her smile grows warmer. There's a new tenderness in her gaze.
It means a lot to me, more than I can express.
She reaches her hand out to you.
I know you intimately, but you've never gotten to know me like that. I just want to show you everything, all of me. Would you like to take a bath with me?
River smiles, taking you by the hand, and as she leads you off to the bath, you know nothing will ever be the same between you. It's not as if the bath itself is a novel experience, but this time it feels like the bath is taking you. The water is perfectly warm, caressing you in your most intimate places with a touch that's both gentle and bold. There's no doubt that when the night ends, the two of you know each other more intimately than you could ever have imagined. River is such a constant presence in your day in so many ways. She might be ever-changing, but knowing that she feels safe enough to be her truest self with you means the world.
No!
Tidus points her sword at you, but the moment she recognizes you, she lowers it. Her shoulders sag, and her face falls. You're not sure if your mere presence has ever so thoroughly disappointed anyone before.
You. Why you? Why anyone? Why would a being with a beating heart chance upon this cursed place? For any place that would play host to the lukewarm slickness of my humiliation must bellow and pollute like a mouth of sulphurous hell. For you to have come here now, you can only be an agent of the hellish fiend. A demon thou must be, and sent for shame, to turn in separate wounds the salted screw. Just what an enemy would say. A cowardly one, to lie to the face of a defeated foe. If you are truly not mine enemy, why have you come? Surely a better entertainment is available to you than my pitiful writhing. Why watchest thou this silent parade? Would the best be defeated by a simple blot of tomato sauce? I think not. Do you mean... You speak as though we are... a team? My apologies. I'm too used to command to content myself with camaraderie. Too focused on the threads and I forget the wearer. Commandant. It would be folly. It has been folly to call you less so. From my attrition may you grant me pause. A bending fresh to action's ta'en and haste is needed. I cannot speak more now. If my commandant thou art, I beg thy patience as I recompose. It shall be my honor to receive thy counsel and thy society when I have reformed.
As soon as you chance upon Bobby's newest location, you find Betty already speaking with them.
Bobby, is that you?
You know me?
Little Bobby Pin. Look at you now. You've changed so much.
Well, yeah. I'm not a little pin anymore, you know?
No, you certainly aren't. You've really come into your own, haven't you?
Why do you have to say it like that? I'm a grown pin! And beyond that, I'm a goddamn gangster!
Oh, you certainly are. Look at you.
She pinches Bobby's cheek, which really seems to upset them.
Hey! Stop that!
Your family has been worried sick about you, you know. You should stop into the bathroom and see them before you go.
I will! Wait. You know my family?
Of course I do. They come through here all the time, you know, talking about their sweet Bobby. I knew you when you were just a little thing. One pin among many. Even then you were special.
Gangsters don't have feelings. But if I did, I'd be real touched.
Bobby's gaze falls upon you.
Alright, that's enough reminiscing. I got business to run.
I'll just bet you do. Take care, sweetheart.
Yeah. You too.
Bobby sits at the edge of the bed, looking unusually thoughtful. They pat the spot next to them, inviting you to take a seat.
There you are, rookie. Have a seat. It's fine. It's fine. I thought maybe we could talk about something else, actually. Being here so close to where I grew up, it's kind of messing with me. You know, I haven't been back to see my family since I got sucked up by Hoove. I will. I just haven't gotten up the courage yet. That's real nice of you to offer, but I gotta do it on my own. It's not about, like, who I am, you know what I mean? My family's always been real accepting. I think they knew I was meant for more than being another one of the crowd in there. That's the problem, too. They're so accepting. If I come home and I haven't made shit of myself, they're all gonna pat me on the back and ruffle my hair. They're gonna say, "Oh, our sweet baby Bobby, our angel, you're perfect just the way you are." The problem is, it feels like failing. I spend all this time away from my family. If I come home and I haven't made anything of myself, I don't know. As sweet as they are, it just kind of hurts worse, you know? It'd be easier if they were nightmares. If they just yelled at me and let me be angry, knowing they'd be happy no matter what I do. I don't know. Am I making any sense here? Well, if I don't, who will? How else am I gonna make something of myself? Nobody else is gonna do it. I want my family to be proud of me, not just cool with me. So I gotta be a little hard on myself. Otherwise, I won't have no kind of pressure on myself at all. And then I'll just do nothing. I thought I already knew, but maybe I never had a damn clue.
Bobby stands, dusting their hands off. From what, you're not sure, but they seem to think it makes them look cool.
All right, rookie. That's enough wasting time talking about feelings. We got one more place to check out. I think you can find all kind of extreme temperatures there. Hot, cold, and all kinds of work happens there. See you there.
You've come to expect Nightmare's unsettling presence, but there's no getting used to the shivers her gaze sends down your spine. She doesn't even bother greeting you this time, launching into your nightmare with no fanfare whatsoever.
You can't move. You're not even sure where you are, or what you're lying down on. It's soft, though. You feel like you could really sink into it. When you try to swing your leg over to get up, you remain still. When you try to reach your hand toward the ceiling, your wrist remains firmly by your side. When you try to pry open your lips and scream, your muscles don't move. It makes you want to thrash around even more. You try to blink. You can't. Your eyes are stuck open. For some reason, this feels like the worst part. Until there's a crash to your left. The sound of someone slamming open a door. Or maybe kicking it down. "Grab 'em, boys," you hear someone say in a gruff voice. No, you think. You're screaming inside your own head. You can't see whoever is there. But you can feel hands grabbing your limbs. A hand on your back as you're hoisted up. They carry you flat on their shoulders, and no matter how much you try to will yourself to move, you stay where you are. The only thing you can move are your eyes, and all they can see is sky as you are carried out of wherever you were. You realize you might be dreaming, but you can't blink. You can't will yourself to wake up. The sense of dread in your chest is too much to handle. You feel your heart will burst. You try your arm again. Nothing. Your legs. Nothing. When you try to inhale, there's nothing. You are still as stone. The people carrying you start to slow down. You are lowered down off their shoulders and onto something stiff. There are panels of wood in the peripheral of your vision. But it isn't until the lid slams closed that you realize where you are. You're in a coffin. Panic rises in your chest, but you're helpless as you feel the coffin slide down at an angle and settle in your grave. Thunk. Thunk. There's the sound of dirt hitting the lid as you're buried alive. Suddenly, air fills your lungs, and you feel your lungs expand, and you're able to finally scream. "Help! Let me out of here!" You cry, pounding your hands on the lid. Thunk. Thunk. The dirt continues coming down on you. You feel smothered by it. "Did y'all hear something?" You hear the gruff voice ask. "Nope," someone else replies. "I'm in here! I'm in here!" You scream, pounding your fists on the old wood. The burial sounds finally come to a halt. You can still hear the people above you, though. What's the tombstone supposed to say? One of them asks. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It only got half done anyway. Even as you struggle against your fate, you realize no one will even know you're here. You're too late to free yourself. Oh, you do? Hmm? What do you think the point is? That's true. But what do you think this teaches you? That's exactly it. Mediocrity is nothing to be ashamed of. Our progress-driven existence would have you believe that excellence is everything. But it isn't. Mere existence is everything. You made it this far, and that's something to be proud of. Already broadening your horizons by peering into dark corners like myself? I'm proud of you. Keep peering.
Well, well, fucking well. Look who it is. Here to laugh at me again? Don't act like you don't know.
I told you exactly what my damage was. You know that I needed some manner of validation from you after our traumatic fucking meeting. And you refused to give it to me at every turn. Why? Because it was funny to you? Of course you think that. Nothing matters to you. It's clear that there's absolutely nothing to salvage between us. I can't believe I thought better of you. You don't deserve me. You don't deserve any of my gifts. Neither endless pleasure nor the rapture of my friendship. I don't care what you think about me anymore. Laugh all you want, or better yet, never think about me again. Keep your fucking hands out of my drawer, prude.
You know, by definition, I'm a virgin.
You approach the breaker box, and it isn't anything like you remember. It looks almost lifeless. There's no boisterous crowd, and the sign buzzing dully in the window reads closed. The door hangs ajar, like a slack mouth. You push through, though, and find Eddie at the end of the bar, nursing his usual cocktail.
Huh, you actually showed up. I guess that means I lose. Good to know. Little inconvenient for me, but good to know. I made a bet. Was pretty sure you'd back out. But I guess there's still time. You'll probably change your mind once you realize what you signed up for.
Eddie sets down his drink and shrugs out of his vest. He begins rolling up his sleeves.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see about that. Well, as long as you're here, might as well get to it. There's a lot to do before we open. I can't exactly get much done with the entire house crammed in here. Usually I take care of all the maintenance after hours, but we've been so slammed lately there just hasn't been enough time. Things are breaking down faster than I can get to them. And trying to do anything while the club is open is essentially pointless. There's always questions and distractions and polite conversation. It's exhausting. All things need maintenance. Nothing, no matter how well made, can function indefinitely. Eventually, we all wear down one way or another, and if something isn't given proper maintenance, they break down even faster. Then it becomes useless, doesn't it? Now, come on, we're starting with the wiring backstage. Oh, and grab that tool bag.
Though you are not a natural handyman and Eddie is not a teacher, the two of you manage to make decent progress through his to-do list. At one point, Eddie leaves you alone to get something from the bar, and you confidently ascend a ladder to change a dead bulb. But as Eddie returns...
Wait, be careful, that's not...
The ladder suddenly gives way beneath you, releasing you into thin air. But a split second later, Eddie is there, strong arms outstretched to catch you.
Stable. You all right?
The customary ice in Eddie's eyes, just for a moment, has melted. As Eddie releases you, his face contorts back into its customary gruff expression.
That was unbelievably careless. What were you trying to do exactly? I told you to replace the one behind the bar. The floorboard under these lights is loose, which is why I told you not to touch them yet. Just pay more attention. What was that? Right. You're sure you're not hurt? Well, next time I'm just gonna let you fall. Now, go get the ladder and put it behind the bar this time.
The next and last phase of your work proceeds without incident.
You've done surprisingly adequate work, mostly. You didn't electrocute yourself, which is mostly thanks to me. But I suppose it's still an accomplishment. And we got through more of the to-do list than I expected. That's probably good enough for today if you want to, head out. Oh yeah? How's that? Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, maybe I'm just tired. I'm sure I'll be better tomorrow.
All right, you ready for your first workshop? The way I see it, building a relationship's no different from building, well, anything. And seeing as how I'm a master builder... What? You call me a jerk-off? Okay. Anyway, I'm qualified just fine. First things first. In a courtship, as on a job site, you want to look busy. You don't gotta be doing nothing, you just gotta look it. No? Come on, you think I gotta do much talking when I walk around looking like this? Check out this tool belt. Folks dig the construction thing. Gross! That ain't no way to talk to the man who's schooling you. I'm sharing some absolute jewels here. Real pearls of wisdom. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Lesson number 2. It's what's on the outside that counts. Yeah, my work here is done. I'm single because it takes a lot to handle all this. Don't be jealous, baby. I'm sharing my advice with you. All right. That's enough wisdom for today. Gotta give you time to digest all that good advice. Hope you were taking notes. Next time, you're getting tested. There's the lunch bell. Gotta run. Remember what I told you. Test next time.
Ah, man, this isn't where the experience is for today. Yoga time. See you tomorrow.
Whoops. This is the wrong meeting place. Go meet me at the bottle above the fireplace. Daring and daring do await.
You can already tell Holly isn't here because of the pointed silence, but it's still a bit jarring to look around and not see her anywhere. Florence appears to be here in her stead. She looks at you like she's been expecting you.
Well, hey there. What brings you around? She's not well. She does this thing every couple of months where she refuses to take a day off until her body catches up with her and she just shuts down. She's a busy bee. A silly busy bee. I'd say come see her, but she's asleep. She'll be fine, so she says. Always is. Poor thing.
tell her to stop working so hard? I mean, good luck. No, what she needs is rest. Trust me, we've tried everything else.
Almost everything.
Everything worthwhile.
What she means is, we've tried everything easy.
We haven't gotten her fired.
Yet.
Ever. Because it would destroy her.
And us.
Probably.
We care about her. It's just painful to see her like this over a job that doesn't even pay that well.
It pays atrociously.
No.
Yes.
No. Yes.
An awkward silence falls over your assembled group. No one can quite look you in the eye.
We have... maybe... possibly... occasionally considered the thought.
Regularly.
Increasingly so.
In jest. Mostly. But we won't.
Probably not.
Probably.
Definitely. We'll figure something out.
A distant shout sends chills up your spine.
I'm awake!
Back to it.
Kopi and Betty scatter, leaving you and Florence alone to face Holly.
Oh, you came to see me! You're supposed to be resting, Holly! You're supposed to be resting. Go to bed. You're not my mother. Besides, I picked up a shift. I'm fine. And I'm out. Have fun!
Holly turns to you, her jaw dropping open to slur out an extended greeting. She doesn't quite seem her usual energetic self.
You came. Nope. No drunk, only drink. No sleep, only wake. I'm great. Just had a power nap, picked up a shift, ready to rumble. Let's jingle those bells. And on that note... Bruce? Where is that big, beautiful, fluffy bastard? Bruce! Here, bunny! Bruce! I brought milk. And cookies. Oh, that's the other guy. With the beard. What's his name again? Florence says I'm grounded. She said my mom? Ground. Dead.
Holly collapses forward face first, completely knocked out. A pair of arms catch her at the last minute, stopping her from smashing her face on the floor.
I've got her.
Betty eases Holly to the ground, gently lying her down before slipping away.
But I've got a shift.
Just a dream.
Merry bliss, miss. I warned you. Sometimes you've just got to see it for yourself. Imagine that plus drunk. Full-blown silly season. There it is. Poor Betty. Don't worry. There's no fluids or anything. Just a whole lot of tinsel. I should go and help. She's usually like this for a couple days. I'm sure she appreciates you swinging by, but what she really needs is rest. So, bye.
You see a curvy, grey-haired beauty dressed in an outfit reminiscent of a famous old gentleman's magazine. She winces at the bright light you've brought with you. A cute, bunny-shaped creature is clutched in her arms.
Oh, my goodness, that is bright.
Startled me a bit there, honey. It's all right. My name's Dolly, and I'm a dust bunny. I live under this big old couch. Howdy. Well, I live lots of places. I suppose you could say I'm a bunny of the world. The floors of the world, at least. And this here's my little companion, Lint Eastwood.
She holds the little creature up.
Put a finer point on it, why don't you, honey? My stars, I didn't know I had a sweet talker on my hands. I'll be honest with you, flirting isn't my love language. I'm a bunny who is more than she appears. It's all right, honey. I'm easygoing. You got something for me, or should I get back to work? Now that's what I'm talking about! Listen, I just got out from under that couch, so let me stretch these dusty gams and hop around a bit. I'll be right here warming myself by the fireplace if you want to come back through sometime. I'd sure like to see you again. Mm-hmm. Talk soon, honey.
You want a story about a table? I am a table. I am boring. The end. That's right. Thinks he can hide his little crush for the big desk. Pesh. I said, pesh. Good day.
Well, well, well. The enigmatic Ember returns for another lesson. You ready? Nice! We're gonna stick with getting to know you, but it's time for a new kind of icebreaker. As you might know, ice sucks. So we gotta break it. First off, what's the worst way to get someone's attention? Right! That's just an insincere and unsolicited form of selfish flattery. And for what? Someone who does that isn't trying to get to know you, they're just being a creep. So the real question is, how do you start a conversation with someone you don't know in a respectful way that also shows you might be interested in them and hopefully makes them interested in you? Tricky, right? That's what we're gonna explore today. You ain't lying. I am fire, after all. A flaming hot, hopeless romantic. You know what I've seen? How many proposals I've warmed? First date flirting in the living room, Valdiva flicks and chills, wine night cuddle sessions, bearskin rug rubdowns. Let's just say I've done my research on this sort of thing. And not to mention, well, I'd like to be in love one day. Anyway, I know about fiery connections. That's why I can help you. But nothing could happen without the icebreaker. And the icebreaker is observation and interest. Right. It might seem basic, but first you gotta notice them. But not just that. You can't be like, oh, they're hot, I'm gonna go talk to them. Nah, yo, you gotta really take them in. What's their demeanor? How do they look? Are they with someone? All that and more. Then, use the information you gleaned to guess what they might be interested in, and lead with that. Aight. Say there's somebody you meet for the first time and they're wearing merch of a show or a game or a book, you know? What do? Maybe compliment them on it, right? But what could you immediately follow that compliment up with that's even better? That's a good one. Smile, gently ease into the topic, and you can build a great rapport with them really quickly. So, you learn about, or even better, share in their interest Make them excited about it. Start that connection by talking with them about what brings them the most joy. What better way to build a friendship? Dope. You get it then. You gotta communicate, you feel me? Let's go to phase 2. Alright, so you made it past the icebreaker. Now you're vibing a little. They mentioned they're going to a concert of one of your favorite bands. What do you say next? That's what I'm talking about, playa. Keeping it nice and casual and taking an interest while showing interest. Smooth. If they say no and they don't really have any friends who are into this band, let them know you might be down to go if they want company. If they say yes, maybe just tell them you're stoked for them. Don't want to seem pushy or self-inviting. Get to know them before getting too personal. You know, build up to it. Maintain that good balance of digging somebody, learning about them, and gauging their boundaries. Oh, well, damn. Shoot! Fired up. Damn, then... Well, as you could probably tell from our lessons, it's this idea of being sleazy or douchey. As much as I love love, nobody owes anybody else a relationship. That's the biggest thing. You can say all the right things to somebody, but it means nothing unless you actually get to know them. It's the real jerks that don't bother with that and say whatever they can to get what they want. So, yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve, I guess. Of course it does. I have a lot of time to think about this stuff. Peace out, homie.
Rainey is in her own world once again, jamming out to a record so unpleasantly high-pitched and sped up, you're amazed no one has come by to complain.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. You just couldn't get enough of my gay little tunes, huh? Yeah. Ain't nothing else like it. This house is full of wet blankets, man. I can't believe I'm here cutting the rug all by my lonesome. Time was, I'd be surrounded by sheiks and shebas all dolled up, but I can't dwell on that. I can shimmy and shake just fine all by myself.
Rainey turns away from you, dancing to her own heart's content, without a care in the world. She ignores you entirely, jamming out to her unpleasantly sped-up music. And then, with no warning or fanfare, the music stops with an unpleasant scratch.
Enough!
The needle of Rainey's record player is clutched in the hands of the perfectly coiffed and powdered Scandelabra. He somehow manages to look both put out and flirtatious all at once. He leers at the two of you, an artificial smile plastered to his pale face.
Hey, what gives?
I am trying to work on my love poetry. Normally, it would be effortless for an artist of my caliber. But your disgusting chaos noise is filling the house and pushing all the meter out of my mind. Either shut it off, or give me a little kiss. It is, isn't it? I can't believe you made me come all the way over here from the other end of the table, practically.
Oh, pipe down, you powdered palooka. Mind your potatoes and get lost.
Do you even hear the nonsense she spouts? It is impossible to speak to her. Why, even in the best of times, the music she played was unbearable. Though, of course, it's become even worse since she took that tumble. Oh, I wouldn't know. I would never tell. She simply hasn't been the same since that party. If you want to know more about this scandal, I would ask Celia. She was there for it all, and most importantly, she's at least given me a kiss. Certainly, I was quite the charmer. Am quite the charmer. I'm not wasting a minute more on this if no one here will kiss me or turn the volume down.
Oh, go climb up your thumb, mister. Don't you listen to a word he said. I'm and I've always been fine. I'm still hitting on all 8. But whatever. If that goofy guy is going to come back here and bump his gums every time I start having a little fun, I'll just dance here all by my lonesome to the music in my head.
And dance she does, in complete silence. Sometimes she hums a little, but even her humming has the same strange speed and pitch to it. Perhaps speaking to Celia might help you clear all this up.
Hi, love. Always a joy. Looking for Celia? Great timing. She's actually free for once. I'm sure she'll be just delighted to see you. Go on now. Give her an extra kiss for me, would you?
Hello, dearest. Something on your mind? Rainy. Ah, poor thing. She hasn't quite been the same since the incident. What did you want to know? I see. It's a tragic affair, really. But I'm one of the only objects in this home old enough to tell it, so I suppose it falls to me. The long and short of it is that she was damaged during a party. A wild one, if memory serves. She was knocked down from her perch just as things were really getting going. It was a catastrophic fall. Here, I'll write everything down for you. Take this to Rainy and tell her about it. She'll have an easier time believing it if you've got written proof.
Celia writes something quickly on a memo pad, handing it over to you. You can't help but linger on her beautiful handwriting. It's just as grand and elegant as she is.
She's a stubborn thing, but she still trusts me.
You leave the mayor's office, proof in hand.
You keep coming in here looking for me. I'm starting to think you like talking to me or something. Keep talking like that, you just might. Look, I know I've been telling you about that couple that lived here before. Well, I want to tell you why they moved out. Is that all right? Now, let me start by saying these two people really loved each other. But what happened next really shook things up for me. They had a birthday party here. I was working double duty that day. It was what I would call a barn burner. I mean, they went on late into the night. The music was great, everyone was having a good time. But then, someone turned on the shower. I thought it was just those lovely tenants just wanting to be clean after the shindig. I heard their voices, but then I heard another. And it was a long shower, too. But that ain't the point. The point is, after that, the arguing started picking up. I heard a name get tossed around that I ain't heard before. And then one day, when they were down here by my closet door, they started fussing and fighting. Then a question was asked. Who do you love more, them or me? That's not where things went downhill. The response they got was, can't I love you both? There was no response. That was a silence thicker than molasses on a cold day. Their shared showers were stopped. Within 2 weeks, they were packing boxes and getting ready to move out. I know. It broke my heart to watch it happen. Oh, I really wish they could have worked it out.
Winifred's eyebrows raise, her expression a mix of surprise and appreciation. She looks at you in a way that makes you feel like she's just seeing you for the first time.
You really feel that way? Well, let's just... I appreciate you saying that. You know, I've got some thinking to do. You mind coming around some other time? I appreciate you as always, darling.
The game console turns on. Team 17, Sassy Chap Games, Moonsurgence, Resurgence. Here you are once again, back where you started, with your beautiful companion urging you to make a decision. She looks at you just the same way she did the last time, with a strange familiarity, but still not quite recognizing who you truly are.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Oh. Which way do you want to go? Of course we've met. We've been about 17 hours into this quest line. No. I would definitely remember something like that. I've got quest updates and relationship statuses in my Statadex anyway, and I don't see anything about an actual connection we've had aside from mission partners in here. Get out of here, creep. Just as Celine hoped. No matter what state I'm in, you'll always see the real me.
For once, Bobby isn't in the middle of a conversation or cheerily posturing when you find them.
You made it. Welcome to the future site of the Pin Crime Family HQ. Guess so. Yeah. I've been all over this damn house. I had so many ideas for schemes. But what's the point? This is a house, not some bustling metropolis full of suckers. We all have the same shit. We all share the same space. You can't share space with your suckers. That shit is awkward as hell. You know, I spent all my time locked up thinking about all the ways I was gonna make money. All the ways I was gonna make my family see I wasn't just little Bobby Pin anymore. But now that I'm here, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do with myself.
Bobby follows your gaze to the door where you keep your iron.
You're on! Watch the master at work, rookie.
Bobby sets to work at the lock, closing their eyes and holding one hand before their back.
Wait, actually, I can do you one better.
They contort themselves into all sorts of knots, closing their eyes and twisting themselves into the keyhole without the use of their hands at all. It's a sight so bizarre you wonder if perhaps you ought to have taken off the dateviators. A bobby pin fitting into a keyhole would have been far less disturbing to witness.
What's all this then?
What are you, the fuzz?
I'm the door.
Well, buzz off and open already. I'm trying to show off my world-class lockpicking skills to my associate here.
I suppose you're harmless. If you want to see the wizard, go right ahead.
How'd you like that shit, huh? Ha! I told you.
Wow! Now that's what I call showmanship.
Ha! How many times am I gonna get startled in this damn house?
My apologies, friend. I meant no harm. I only wanted to commend you for the commensurate showmanship you showed there. I mean, those twists and feats of dexterity. Audiences love a thrill like that.
They do?
Of course they do. Trust me, I would know. Audiences love me. I was in there the entire time, wondering to myself, can they overcome my lock? An iron like me can't be locked behind just any sort of lock,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and even though I have no problem retaining an audience's attention myself, none whatsoever, Why?
Wait, really? You mean I could be part of your magic show?
Most certainly. Just imagine it. You and I pulling off daring escapes. Me, the world-famous magician. You, my bright-eyed young assistant, pulling in the younger crowd.
I could be famous. I could really be somebody. Hell yeah, I'll be part of your act.
Splendid!
I just gotta wind up some business first, if you don't mind giving me a minute.
Naturally. I'll be here when you're all ready.
I can't believe what just happened. I wasn't expecting all this. Us? Well, hey, it's fine we don't work together. I think we make better friends than boss and hench person, don't you? More than friends? Me and you? I don't know about all that. Look, we got a good thing going here, don't we? Why you gotta ruin that with awkward confessions? All I got for you is friendship. I got my heart in my hands here, offering it to you in a strictly platonic manner. We can still do this. Oh, thank goodness. I was really hoping I could count on seeing you at my shows, you know? I feel like as long as I can see that smile in the audience, I can do anything. Hell yeah. Congratulations to you, baby. You got a front row seat to the meteoric rise of Bobby Pin Superstar.
Welcome to Roofbox, the home for all your coffee needs.
As she speaks to you, Kopi adds the finishing touches to a drink on the counter that better resembles a milkshake than a cup of coffee.
I'll be right with you. Just need to get these chocolate shavings. I don't really. This is a special order. A drink like this is basically a coffee-flavored dessert. I think there's much better ways to get people into coffee without doing all this. But it's for everyone's sanity that I do this, so one little chip off my integrity won't kill me, I guess.
A chill comes over the room. Kopi looks somewhere behind you, perking up and putting on her best customer service voice.
Welcome to Roofbox, the home for all your coffee needs.
Shh! Too loud. Friar Errol has arrived, and he looks positively dreadful. You've never seen him look so tired.
Sorry, Friar.
Too loud, child. I am not a coffee guy. I am a humble servant to our Lord of Convection, and I cannot do my best work until I am caffeinated. Coffee is not one of his creations, but his blessings can be found within it all the same.
He reaches out to take the coffee from Kopi, inhaling its scent with a little groan before he takes a long drink. The friar has a whipped cream moustache that he doesn't seem to notice. Kopi raises her eyebrows at you, but says nothing.
Kopi has been sworn to silence about my drink order, and now you will join her. Embarrassed? No. My work is too important to be jeopardized by distractions like being mocked for my delicious drink order. Anyone with sense will know that just because my drink is luxurious does not mean I indulge myself in truly dangerous, sinful temptations. But my flock is easily confused, and it is best to spare them such things. So you will keep this secret.
He turns on his heel and walks off without another word, sipping at his drink with another strange little groan.
See what I mean? Just easier to make it for him than trying to get him to relax a little. You know, I've got this really great roast you ought to try. And if you want something sweeter, I've got some leftover chocolate shavings. What can I get for you today? Right. Just, remember that the Irish coffee is going to be a little different. Make sure you can take your alcohol.
Kopi makes a lovely cup of coffee in her expert way, topping it off with a generous pour of cream. You could smell the alcohol even before she hands it to you.
And there we are. Enjoy. Is there anything you'd like to know about the Irish coffee? Yeah, It's more of a cocktail. You know how there's usually espresso martini at bars? The Irish coffee is kind of similar. You've got sugar and whiskey poured over black coffee, stir it up a little bit, and then pour some thick cream over it. Oh, but trust me, it really makes it all worth it when you prepare it correctly. We'll see you next time.
Last time, Nightmare just launched right into an unpleasant dream she prepared for you. But for some reason tonight, she hesitates. Whatever the reason, this could be your opportunity to get to know her better, or perhaps to swing your dreams in a more pleasant direction.
Hmm. Oh. Well, sure. I guess we could for a little while. We've been talking about fear, and what your fears mean to you. Would you like to talk about more of your fears? Me. This isn't about me. It's about you. Maybe we should just talk about things you want instead. Tell me your deepest desires. You have.
It's hard to tell in the darkness, but you could swear Nightmare blushes.
That's interesting. Well, wow. Of all the things to have in your mind. There's all sorts of things in your head, you know. And I can dig through them and try to make the best sense of it I can, but haven't you ever wondered why some of your dreams are so nonsensical? I can make anything scary, but the scariest dreams are the ones that stick with you when you wake. The ones that come from... So you telling me those things about your biggest fears, it was nice of you. You gave me the keys to really scare you. I guess, I'm not used to people playing along with me. Few do, unfortunately. There's so much to be learned from nightmares. On an animalistic evolutionary level, some say nightmares are sort of like practice for life-threatening scenarios. Others say nightmares are just your brain sorting through stressful events from your day. All pretty useful things, in my opinion. And yet, despite all the scientific advances humanity has achieved, no one really knows that much about me at the end of the day. It's a little sad, isn't it? I wish they would too. Can you imagine how much better the world would be if people actually paid attention to the messages in their dreams?
Nightmare looks past you at something you can't see.
Oh no. Look at the time. We've been talking so long. If I don't get started now, we won't have time to finish. You hear something dripping. Drip. 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 You look up at the ceiling, then.
Nightmare serves you some unpleasant imagery, but it's just not quite up to her usual standard. Something about her seems off her game. What could have happened? Perhaps you can ask her about it another night. Tina is standing there with a smirk on her face. It's clear that she knows you've wussed out on reading her entire diary, and her mind has been made up about you.
Well, well, well. If it ain't the weirdo who just can't stop talking to me. We're friends, dummy. You ain't exactly enough for me to date, but you're good for a laugh. And you know how hard I rule, which is like harder than you'd think to find in this dump. It's a real shame you couldn't help me in my quest for love. But lucky you, you get a front row seat to the Tina show. You can watch me find love with someone who ain't you. All right, that's enough out of you. Love on Triangle Island is on in 10. You can watch with me if you want. Hell yeah!
Hey, Brody.
Shelley still has a slight air of nervousness to her, but the edge in her voice is gone.
So, I was doing a lot of thinking and some reading up online. I thought always being positive would help the negativity and fear I felt. But I guess that's what folks call toxic positivity. And that's bad. I was just so scared of falling down and letting everybody down. I was pushing people away without even meaning to. Well, thanks, but it was the wrong way to go. I'm still scared of falling down, honestly. I don't really know what to do with all that fear. Yeah. Maybe that's okay. But look, I gotta thank you. Most everybody runs away from me before too long. You stuck around, and you were supportive. I don't know if I'd have ever been able to relax long enough to rethink my entire deal without you around. In a way, you were my shelf, so thanks. There's, one more thing. I haven't been close to anybody in a long time, and you've been on my mind so much. I thought it was all the anxiety at first, but last night, instead of staying up because I was scared you were gonna hate me, I kept thinking, I want to see that smile again. Do you think maybe we could be more than friends? You would? Oh my god, I've never done this before. I don't know what happens next. I'm scared, but it feels different this time. I feel fluttery. It's nice.
Shelley reaches out for your hand. Her grip is strong, but there's a sweet softness in her touch.
I feel like with you by my side, I can take on anything. It's easy not to worry about the bad things when I see you smile like that. The future feels bright.
Amir's gaze lingers on your teeth for just a little too long before he smiles at you, spreading his arms wide in a grand and theatrical way.
Ah, the broccoli situation has been resolved. Peace reigns among the bathroom. Now we can get to the real reason why you have returned. You do not need to. It is obvious. It is written all over your face. You forget, I am something of an expert in your face. You are wanting my opinion on your outfit? Yes, I am very impressive, and you may tell me so later. But at this moment, we have so very much to do. Show me what we are working with. Now, let's see a 10.
Amir inspects you from every angle, turning his head this way and that as he evaluates you.
Well, the good news is that I don't think it is a complete failure. Perhaps with a few tweaks.
Amir comes closer, his arms out and his hands grasping for you.
Allow me to adjust.
His hands are everywhere, though his touch is nothing but respectful. He makes all manner of small changes, pulling and pushing wherever he sees fit.
It might not surprise you to let you know I am a masseuse as well as an arbiter of taste. I am almost finished. Just a teensy bit more. There. Now, come look. What do you think? What? Absurd! How can you possibly not see the distinction between what I have conjured and that almost careless display you walked in wearing? Oh, I am getting carried away. Of course it was not so bad, but I must have a moment to collect myself. Artists are delicate, okay? I cannot talk right now. Leave me. Ah, please, I said go. Out. Bodo.
Fire! Fire! Bleep! We need to go get help. Bleep! Bleep! It was? Oh, that explains why there was just a tiny amount of smoke. And it went out half an hour ago. Bleep! Yes, I'll just... That should do it. So, beep. What brings you to my neck of the woods? Shh, I'm 100% ready for anything.
Armor holds her arm up to stop any further conversation, her eyes narrowing. She sniffs a few times.
Wait a minute. Do you smell that? It smells like...
Armor's eyes widen, and your eardrums twinge in anticipation.
Fire! We need to get everyone out of here! Are you sure? How can you be totally sure? About what? Everything's great. I think it all comes down to something that happened in my childhood.
Armor is quiet for a few moments, gathering herself. She doesn't quite look at you as she speaks.
When I was young, I was placed on the wall near the front of the window. It was a wonderful place. I could watch the outside world with all its color, bustle, and excitement. I could see the neighbors' houses. It was all so beautiful and so innocent. But then, one morning, I saw smoke rising from one of the neighbors' windows across the street. I thought it was just a piece of burnt toast or something, because they were always doing that. And so I said nothing. No. It was a fire. It was horrible. By the time the fire trucks got there, it was already too late. Everything burned. The paint peeled and charred, the glass shattered, the whole house, and every single thing in it, all destroyed. I never forgot that day. Never. It's what made me want to be the best protector I can be. It gave me the passion I needed to endure all the hours of training. It's also why I never let my guard down. Yes, now you understand. It wasn't that bad. Other people have suffered far worse. I guess I shouldn't do that. But what should I do? I can do that. But what about my job? You would do that for me? Thank you. Seriously.
That means the world to me. I'm going to get started on my healing journey right now. Yeah. I guess I've been beeping for a while now. Sorry about that. I was so focused on keeping a lookout that I didn't even notice.
The beepless armor begins her healing journey, and you take your leave. Normally, when you aim your Dateviators at an object, you see one personality only. But this time, there are two. And they're so engrossed in a hideous argument, they don't even notice you've arrived. One is dressed in woven straw, with clothing in a basket on her back, and a shock of red hair that runs down it. The other is only just visible under a messy mop of dark hair and a pile of dirty clothes he's draped all over his body.
Do you think I'm stupid? You think I can't see what's going on right in front of me?
I never said you were stupid, but I am starting to think you're insane!
If I'm insane, it's 'cause you make me that way.
Oh yeah? Without me in your life, you'd be real fucking normal, huh? Like you don't cling to literally anyone in your life the same way!
I wouldn't have to cling if you would just stay where I can see you!
I am here, literally, every day! I can't have a minute to myself?
Both of them whirl around to face you, their expressions changing immediately.
Oh, hi! I'm sorry you had to hear that, but please don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, just fine.
The energy in the room may have dampened, but there's still a thick tension in the air.
We're not pretending, we're just as strong as ever.
Yeah, strong.
Oh dear, we haven't even introduced ourselves, though Durkee and I know you well.
Please don't call me that in front of other people.
You're so cute when you get assertive, Durkee. Anyway, I'm Harper, and I'm your laundry hamper. Oh.
I'm Dirk, and I'm your dirty laundry. Mm-hmm.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Harper and Dirk have a relationship that isn't exactly the healthiest. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with toxic and abusive relationships. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Harper, Dirk, come here a second.
What's up?
You're those glasses. What is it?
Would you like to keep these two lovebirds together, or break them apart?
Is this the end, then?
Think so, yeah.
Harper holds her arms out, and though Dirk hesitates for a moment, he walks over to envelop her in a tender hug.
I'll miss you, Durkee.
Don't miss me, Harper. Just take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. You too.
They linger for a few moments, and then they part slowly, both turning to look at you.
I wish you well, Harper. I really do.
You too, Durkee. Dirk.
Dirk gives each of you a nod, and then he walks off in the direction of the washer and dryer. Harper turns away, a tear sliding down her cheek.
Now that Dirk's gone, I never realized just how weighed down he made me feel. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about you and me. I've only known you a short while now, but... Oh my god, yes!
Harper wraps her arms around you, deeply intense emotion radiating from her gaze. Her smile grows strained for just half a second.
Just don't leave me, okay?
Welcome back. Not exactly. Who knew threatening people would just drive them even further away? I certainly didn't. I have no shame in admitting that. I feel like I probably should have some, though. But let's not talk about that. Bringing down the mood won't help bring in people either. Anyway, what can I get you? Excellent. So, what'll it be? You know that drink takes 7 minutes for me to shake. I'm charging extra. Anyway, coming right up.
7 minutes later,
Whew.
Beverly hands you your drink.
No problem. It's not like I have anyone else to tend to right now. It is painfully obvious that I am no wordsmith. So maybe my ads need to be more visual. We need something that makes the others feel like they have to come inside. What could it be? I'm the mascot! And I'm cute! I'm the cute mascot! Right? No. We need something else. What could it be? Oh. If this were a cartoon, I'd have a light bulb over my head right now. A signature drink. Yes. Oh my gosh. Again, it's so obvious. I need a drink that is so superbly amazing, enticing, and can only be found here. Why didn't I think of that before? That's right. Like ice cube size. Did you know that the bigger the ice cube, the more surface area it has, the slower it melts? I want to have the biggest ice cubes this side of the North Pole. Will you help me make it? Or at least be my taste tester? Same here. All right. In mixology, a good cocktail needs 4 attributes: strong, sweet, sour, and bitters. In theory, as long as we have at least these 4 things, we can mix and match all sorts of flavors to create a truly unique cocktail. You can also just have the strong and bitter part and stir a nice martini, but I feel like shaking something up using juice. Hey, that's the spirits. First, let's pick the strong liquor. What do you think? Yes, let's have all sorts of fun. Good choice. I'm gonna put a little bit extra just in case. Now, we need a liqueur for the sweet portion. Which should we use? This can sometimes be called the ketchup of the mixology world. Not because it tastes like ketchup, but because it's so delicious it goes well in everything. Interesting. Some whiskey, cream, maltodextrin for that extra mouthfeel. This is coming along great. All right, now we need our something sour. Now that'll add a real nice kick and dark ruby color. Almost done. Now we need bitters. Which one should we pick? The second most popular style with another trademark to name. That licorice flavor delights the palate when used responsibly. Yes. Now, what about a little finishing touch to it? Shiny! Our creation is born. What should we call it? That's gonna fly off the shelves. I love it. It's got that dazzle we need. All right, let me mix this baby.
Beverly sets to work shaking up your beverage, pouring it into a glass, and pushing it across the counter towards you.
Okay. Moment of truth. Drink it down and tell me what you think. Be honest. Well?
Perhaps that wasn't the best idea. Your vision tunnels, and you feel yourself beginning to wobble.
Whoa!
You're not sure how long you've been out, but you wake up to Beverly looking down at you with deep concern. She helps you to your feet.
Hey, buddy. How do you feel? Ooh, I guess I put a bit too much liquor. Way too much. I'm sorry. I was just so nervous about you not liking it. Because, I mean, if this doesn't work, I might as well call it quits for real this time. I figured if it gets people so drunk they couldn't tell the difference between good and bad, it would work out. That was stupid. So, you think I'm stupid, huh?
She laughs bitterly.
I think I'm stupid. A big stupid failure.
Beverly covers her face with her hands.
I truly am, though. I am all the bad things and more. I try to be bubbly and fun like soda, but I just fall flat. Like flat soda. No one wants to be around me, ever. But drinks are literally everything I am. I am lost without the tipsy tumbler. What do you do when no one likes the thing that makes you, you?
Beverly sniffles, rubbing at her eyes.
You really think there's anyone out there that would like a watered-down floozy like me? Oh, why am I turning red? I'm not the one who drank that monstrosity. Okay. I'm gonna spend some more time tinkering with this specialty cocktail thing. It's not gonna mix itself, after all. In the meantime, do you think you could do some word-of-mouth advertising for me? I'm sorry to ask, but you're kind of the only mouth that can help me. Please. This really, really might be my last shot.
Hey there. I'd say fancy seeing you here, but you're here all the time, ain't you? Lots to do in the kitchen, after all. Lots to eat and drink. But I gotta tell you, kitchen table's real unique among all the other tables in this house. You know, this one is the only one with 3 legs, and it's the most stable of all. Really tells you something, don't it? A beautiful lesson in independence. And relying only on yourself. Oh, heck, look at me going on and on about table legs. I'm sure you wanted something, so tell me, what can I do you for? All's well here in the kitchen? Well, mostly. I am feeling a mite peckish. Might get a bite to eat. But everything's great otherwise.
You! Hi! I'm so happy to see you. I feel like a huge weight has been taken off of me. I owe it all to you. You helped me release the burden I'd been carrying for so long. You have no idea. I'm not sure if you noticed, but my batteries are totally full now. No more unnecessary beeping. Not to mention, releasing all that tension and anxiety has given me so much more energy to focus on my job. I've set some new records in my training, and the relaxation has me far more perceptive. Thank you so... Wait a minute. Do you smell that?
Bleep, bleep, bleep!
There's a fire! It's in the bathroom! Bleep! Alert the house!
Dorian bursts into the room, all urgency.
You were right, Armor.
It's the outlet next to Sinclair!
Hang on. We need more info before we act.
Sinclair spilled water on it, and now the wall is on fire!
I know exactly what to do. Dorian!
Yes?
Go tell Eddie to flip his breaker so we can be sure there's no danger from electricity. Tyrell, I want you to soak it up and, if you feel up to it, jump on the fire.
Anything for the house, Armor.
Let's go.
Barry, you just keep doing what you're doing.
I'll do some research on East Asian Sithers.
Let's hope this works.
Amidst the chaos of the fire, Armor stands firm, shouting out orders and ensuring everyone in the area is safe. It all happens so quickly, but when the smoke clears, your home and objects are all relatively unharmed.
Woohoo! Sure, why not?
Way to go, Tyrell. You were awesome.
So were you, Dorian. Well, I'm gonna go dry off Wallace.
Crisis averted. I'll flip the breaker back on and have Tony take a look at that socket. Wonder what got into Sinclair.
Yeah, we did. You know what? I owe it all to you. I don't even want to imagine how that would have gone if I'd still been low on charge. Seems to me like all you need is a little mouth-to-mouth. Usually when we train like this, one of us plays the patient in distress, and one plays the paramedic. Which would you like to be? Sounds like I need helping.
Armor plays a disturbingly convincing patient in distress. But once your lips find hers, all pretense of training fades away. There's only you, her, and the budding connection growing between the two of you.
Oh, I can't tell you how badly I've wanted that. But I never knew how much I needed it until you helped me find my balance. Now I need a bit of a break. Just a break from all the action. I think it's time for me to just chill out for a while. Come see me again soon, okay?
Well, say howdy, honey. Don't you look nice today? Well, I think you're looking just fine. Hope that counts for something. Me? I love to seek out new places to coalesce. Under beds, couches, sometimes in between the walls. I'm always looking for a nice place to settle down undisturbed. It helps me with my research. Mostly abiological history. You know, when dust first started settling and forming into bunnies, historical data, that sort of thing. Also parsing through archaeological research. Mite morphology, translating timeless, tarnished texts. The basics. That's right. I'm tenured at DIRT, the Domestic Institute of Research and Technology. I've been teaching there for, oh gosh, I finished my first PhD 8 years ago. Plus my time as a PTI during my master's, so 114 years? Well, thank you, sugar. I worked pretty dang hard at it. It's been a lot of mud, sweat, and tears, let me tell ya. Others were already judging me based on my looks. Why not own it? And get paid for it, too. That's right. I was Miss May in the latest edition of Play Bunny magazine. For my interview, right? I'm teasing you, sugar.
You're awful cute when you're flustered. That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I suppose, well, what any dust is looking for. Love, friendship. I could tell. Let me be 100% honest with you. I may put myself out there, but work keeps me pretty busy. I don't meet that many new folks, especially humans. I'm very selective about who I spend my time with, and what few others I can let in. That's right. I keep myself hidden for a reason. Don't be too forward with me. I don't like it. Why don't we join back up here after a while and try our hand at a proper rendezvous? Maybe something that can handle getting dirty. You let me worry about the details. All you have to do is show up. See you around.